Is this thing working or not? Oh, darn it. I bought a brand new battery for it. It was an actual GoPro branded battery and don't seem to work right. So I'm back to my old one. Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. For those curious, I'm smoking a Rubino Santico, which I think is an Italian-made pipe. And I'm smoking something that my own tobacconist makes up. He calls early morning pipe, which is a pretty good blend. It's actually it's actually early afternoon, but I figured an early morning pipe would be just exactly right for a day like this. Looks like the rains here came early, and the temperature has dipped. So I actually lit a fire in the wood stove this morning. Still going. So I don't know, my wood supply may not be enough for it to last me the winter. Anyway, I'm just sitting here cleaning some guns off. And this is an old one I've got. It's a double barrel. And it's a pretty little thing for what it is. Black powder, of course. One problem, though, is that this trigger works fine. This one, I've got a little problem with the mainspring. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do about it. I haven't got around to it yet, but it sits here up on the shelf and keeps me company. I like old guns, really old guns, and crazy guns. You know me, I like crazy guns. Well, like this one. First of all, this box came from another YouTuber. It goes by the Czar's Taylor. Thanks, guy. Nice to have. I think it started out as like a jewelry box or something, but it holds this gun just fine. And it's got this trough up here, which would be just right for putting like caps and maybe some balls and a small powder horn or something. But anyway, this one's really kind of a unique one in one respect. It's, well, it's got a bit of a bore to it. And you could probably use it as a grape shot pistol. And when you're done with repelling boarders, or all of them, you may have one or two left, and for that, it's got a bayonet. Though why you would bring that little tiny knife to a knife fight, or even to a gunfight, I don't know. If you're going to carry a knife, carry a knife. It's my attitude. I always have, by the way. Even before I started carrying a gun, I always carried a knife. You know. Anyway, I clean these about once a year. I do 10 to 20 a month, and that's a start for this year. I mean, it's starting to rain, so I can't go out shooting or doing anything else, so I'm stuck in the house. It's fine by me. I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything. But anyway, I've been watching the media about, and other sources, about this flooding in East Tennessee and northern North Carolina and the west part of it, the mountain part. I don't know if you know, but about 30 some odd years ago, I lived for a month, no, actually for a whole summer, with a cousin of mine out there. He has a small farm, grows tobacco, or had. By the looks of things, it might have been washed out. I haven't heard one from him, or from other people who know that area. I know one guy in that area, and I've contacted him, and he's looked around. He hasn't heard anything from my cousin at all. But there's a lot of people missing up in that area. Devastation throughout. I mean, from Asheville over in North Carolina, up through Cherokee on the east side of the park, through the park, and then up through all of Cock County, Sevier County. I heard Dollywood got smushed, and Dolly Parton just donated $1 million to rebuilding, and her foundation donated another $1 million, so that's good. I heard Elon Musk has donated some to it as well. So, you know, some of the rich folks are helping out, some not so much. And FEMA is nowhere to be seen, except for, well, you know, they're right in front of the cameras if they need to be, but helping people, no. You know, you go into Asheville, and I've talked to people who went in there, and you can smell the stench of dead bodies. A lot of houses are collapsed, And who knows what's in those houses, what's under them. Of course, you'd expect the National Guard to go in there and help. Oh no, wait, they've all been deployed to the Middle East after the storm. Sigh. We do live in interesting times. That's an old Chinese curse. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I'm sitting here on the Pacific Northwest. We've had our own disasters and crises out here, and no one really helped us. It was neighbors helping neighbors. Same thing's happening in Tennessee right now and in North Carolina. You know, locals are getting into, hell, they've got mule trains going out into the small little villages out there and trying to bring supplies in because the bridges are out, the roads are out, mudslides, trees down, all kinds of problems. You know, I know the area around Gatlinburg, Tennessee real well, all from there down to Sevierville and up to Knoxville. I know that area real well. And that area got hit damned hard, especially the rural backwoods hill country, you know, up in the mountains. And that's where all the good stuff is happening. That's where all the good people are. Problem is they're poor people. Two problems. One, they're poor people. And who gives a damn about poor people these days? And two, they vote Republican. And our dear administration right now couldn't care less about an area that votes Republican. Especially when they've got the post offices shut down there so nobody can mail in a ballot. Hey, that's handy for them. You know, it's a swing state after all. We've got a lot of country boys who have things like helicopters, and they're flying in there and flying in supplies all over the place. There's a guy named Cletus who does some racing videos, damn good stuff. But he has a helicopter, and he's loaded it down. He's been up there working, you know, round the clock helping folks out. I know of another guy. There's a guy on YouTube who goes by Johnny B. He's organized some charities to help out. He's got a friend who's runs a crew for chainsaws and you know, a logging or tree cutting crew, and they've been up there just 24/7 cutting up trees and just opening up roads and driveways so people could get out and get food. And then you've got the locals saying, no, don't you go up here. No rescues are authorized except under our auspices. Oh, you brought some supplies? Well, we'll take those, thank you very much. Yeah, they're confiscating supplies. Get a rope. It's what's going on up there is obscene. Absolutely obscene. And I don't know what to do about it. I know what I would do about it, but I can't say what I would do about it because terms of service and all that. But from time to time, the tree of liberty needs to be watered with the blood of patriots and of tyrants. Someone once said that. I don't know. Anyway, I'll get back to cleaning my guns and maybe throw another log on the fire. I see the rain stopped. That's good. That means if it clears up, it'll probably get cold. C'est la vie. Well, happy trails.